This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. JDF soldier among 2 men arrested following shooting in Manchester. The Manchester police have confirmed that 2 men, including a member of the Jamaica Defence Force, are in custody in relation to a shooting in Top St. Tullys district on Tuesday night. Commanding officer of the Manchester Police, Superintendent Lloyd Darby, says they are expected to be charged. It is reported that about 7 p.m. on Tuesday, the 2 men attacked a man at his shop. The police were then alerted. The attackers were subsequently intercepted by the police along a roadway. The police say a firearm was seized during a search and that the men were arrested. Darby said no motive has yet been established for the shooting and that the investigation is ongoing. It is reported that the victim is in hospital in serious but stable condition. Reggae Boy Jashawn Anglin arrested in Miami. Miami-Dade police have arrested and charged Reggae Boy Jashawn Anglin. It is alleged that Anglin sexually assaulted a female in a classroom on the campus of Florida International University on Tuesday. Anglin, 20, was arrested later that evening on 1 count of sexual battery. He was held on a US $10,000, roughly 1.5 million Jamaican dollars bond. Anglin has played 12 games so far this season for Miami FC in the United Soccer League, the second tier of American soccer. He has made 3 appearances for Jamaica since his international debut against Bermuda in Montego Bay in March 2020. Man who didn't return to cruise ship denies he's fugitive wanted by U.S. Marshals. An American man who U.S. Marshals have alleged is a wanted fugitive by the name of Garfield Anthony Michael Sewell on Tuesday insisted that his name is Eric Lott and he had simply missed his return cruise to the U.S. Hauled before the St. Ann Parish Court to answer to charges of breaching Jamaica's Immigration Act, the man told the court that he had intended to return to the United States but got distracted by a female friend. After spending time with her, he said he thought he was too late to make the ship. He told the court that he has been staying with her since. The allegations are that Sewell, whom U.S. Marshals believe is using the name Lott, entered the country on a cruise ship which docked at the Ocherius Pier on September 13. He failed to return to the vessel, which was scheduled to leave the island at 4 p.m. the same day. A missing person report was filed with the Ocherius police. Last Saturday, he was arrested during an operation conducted by the Jamaica Fugitive Apprehension Team on Main Street in Brownstown, St. Ann. He was charged with breaching the Immigration Act by overstaying his time allowed in the country. According to the St. Ann police, U.S. Marshals have confirmed that 29-year-old Garfield Anthony Michael Sewell from Douglasville, Georgia, is wanted for murder and aggravated assault in Georgia. In court on Tuesday, Lott demanded an attorney and was granted the services of an attorney at law, Nathan Geddes Morrison. Lott was remanded and will return to court on October 5. Digicel issues a vaccination mandate to staff. On the heels of Prime Minister Andrew Holness's prediction that mandatory vaccination will become inevitable, one of Jamaica's largest employers has indicated that come October 15, 2021, all employees will need to present proof of partial or full vaccination or a negative COVID-19 test every 14 days in order to continue attending work at the company. In a letter to staff dated Wednesday, September 29, 2021, the telecommunications giant Digicel informed that in a bid to safeguard the health of our organization, people and customers, employees should submit their vaccination cards to its Human Resources Department by close of business on October 15. The document went on to state that employees who are not vaccinated by October 15 will be required to submit a negative PCR test every 2 weeks before being permitted to work. The test will be conducted at the employee's expense and antigen tests will not be accepted, the letter informed. Checks by the news revealed that a PCR test cost upwards of $20,000. The document goes on to explain that any employee who is unable to produce a current PCR test result and who cannot attend work for that reason will be required to take the days on which they are absent as unpaid leave. It also outlined that where applicable, employees can choose to have the days subtracted from their vacation allowance. The company made it clear in the letter that employees will not be allowed to work remotely as a means to avoid taking a vaccine or PCR test. Exemptions to the new policy will only be granted for medical reasons, and the employee must first present a doctor's report outlining why they are unable to be vaccinated, the company said. The company also expressed that it is aware of the legal position in some markets and will deal with issues on a case-by-case basis. Furthermore, we are keenly aware that several governments have already mandated similar measures on the more rigorous timelines, which have already been fully adhered to by our respective CEOs, Digicel said. Digicel becomes the largest private sector company in Jamaica to issue a vaccination mandate for workers following similar mandates implemented by Carimed Group Limited and the CVM, among others. Indecom received 382 complaints in second quarter of 2021. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indecom, says it received 382 categories of complaints from 296 incidents from April to June this year. The top 5 categories of complaints include assault 122, discharge of firearm 71, fatal shooting 33, unprofessional conduct 30, and a threat 23, the Commission said in its second quarter report tabled in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. The report themed allegations of assault by Jamaican law enforcement said Indecom's forensic unit responded to 63 incident scenes for the period. There were 3 deaths in custody and all parishes had complaints, both fatal and non-fatal, with Kingston and St. Andrew recording the highest 104 complaints and Portland recording the least with 6. Police monitoring St. John's Road after man killed and others injured. Police personnel from the St. Catherine North Division are keeping watch on 31 St. John's Road, where 1 man was shot and killed and 3 persons injured Wednesday afternoon. The deceased, 59-year-old Wilfred George O'Connor, was a laborer from the same area. It is reported that about 2:45 p.m. on Wednesday, gunmen invaded the community and opened fire on 4 persons. Rival gunmen have traded fire in recent days following a man's death, the police have said. The shooting is believed to be a reprisal for the killing of a man on Saturday, September 25. His body was found near a canal in the vicinity of the Spanish Town bypass. The police have revealed that there is growing discontent about that murder. Deputy Superintendent of Police Linroy Edwards, head of operations for St. Catherine North, said that the security forces would seek to prevent further violence. We will be maintaining vigilance in the area to quell the situation and bring the responsible parties to book, Edwards told the news. PNP caretaker calls for better roads in Western St. Mary. People's National Party caretaker Giovanni Byfield is calling on the current councillor in the Gale Division of Western St. Mary, Jason James, to represent the people and ensure that Member of Parliament Robert Montague addresses the condition of several roads in the community with immediate effect. In a statement yesterday, the PNP councillor candidate shared that the condition of our roads is wholly unacceptable. It is deplorable that nothing has yet to be done to better the state of roads in Western St. Mary. Byfield further commented that pedestrians and motorists are both at risk when road conditions degrade to such a degree. Boyens Park to Sandside, Horsefording and Preston require urgent attention. Most roads in the Gale Division are in need of attention: Oxford, Carpiece, Geddestown, Wood Park and Mile Gully. Between potholes and uneven surfaces, citizens face great danger and expense when traversing the Gill Division in Western St. Mary. He said, "It is heart-wrenching and in need of immediate attention. If someone should get sick, they would die before getting to the nearby Porta Maria Hospital," Byfield added. Pariton residents plea for care packages. There is an appeal by residents living at Capture Land in Pariton, St. Anne, for the government to distribute care packages in vulnerable communities. The residents told the news that they have been struggling to cope during the pandemic. They said the prevention measures, such as the no movement days, added to the burden. The residents say they occasionally receive items from their counselor, Ian Bell, but this is not enough.
A big suffering na gawanya, big suffering. And me attacking out to the Prime Minister Andrew Holness. You are putting this country on a lockdown. Are you about to think about the people who can't survive? What about me? I am a retiree. Me not working anymore. And the little much we have to pay me light bill, because me personal government no lamplight. We need to have answers to the people in the country. You have people who need in the country here. You understand what I'm saying to you, right? And at the end of the day, we don't say no member of parliament. The only person who we do glimpse once in a while, I'm Isabel. So what do you use? We have a member of parliament, and you just neglect this. So I am very stressed out. You know how much time people come here, I beg me the sugar. I beg me. Mama say, if you don't have no flour. Mama say, if you don't have no sugar. Mama say, you don't have no rice. And so that me have 1 to 2 pounds when me buy, I'm a share it. What about people who cannot?
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.